Hello children, today we will start the next part of biology and human welfare, that is strategies for enhancement in food production. Here we will do the next part, artificial insemination and dairy farm management. So what are the topics involved? Animal breeding, brief idea of inbreeding, outbreeding, crossbreeding. This we have done already in the previous lecture. Today we will study the artificial insemination, multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology MOET, and advantages of the artificial insemination. Measures for proper maintenance of dairy farms, their definition, brief idea and advantages. So today we will start with the controlled breeding experiment. These experiments are done under artificially controlled conditions and involve artificial insemination and multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology. So first we will study the artificial insemination. So what are the steps involved in the artificial insemination? Here the semen is collected from a superior male animals which is having the desirable characters. After collection of semen, the collected semen is injected into the reproductive tract of the selected female during their fertile period, that is the heat. The semen may be used immediately or can be frozen and stored for a later use. So it can be used afterwards also. It can also be transported from one place to other in a frozen form. Also, here the semen of one male animal is sufficient for many females. So, in a small period, many females can be fertilized and no actual mating is required. So, all these are the benefits of artificial insemination here. That is, the semen of one male animal is sufficient for many females, because after collection of the semen it can be stored or frozen, and in a small period the many females can be fertilized and no actual mating is required. And that there are other benefits also, that it can be transported from one place to other also in the frozen form. So all these are the benefits. And Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Izzatnagar, is one such very important center for artificial insemination. So after artificial insemination, we will study the next technique, that is multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology or MOET. It is used to improve chances of successful production of hybrids. Cow is administered hormones with FSH-like activity. So in this method, a cow is administered hormones with FSH-like activities. And what is the role of this FSH? It induces follicular maturation and superovulation. Superovulation means instead of one egg, they produce 6 to 8 eggs there in instead of that one egg per cycle, 6 to 8 eggs are produced in one cycle, and the female is either mated with an elite bull or artificially inseminated. Just now you have studied artificial insemination also. Now the embryos at the 8 to 32 celled stages, they are taken out and then they are transferred to the surrogate mother. This process helps to increase herd size in a very short time. Now the genetic mother is available for another round of superovulation, and this technology is used to increase herd size in the short time. So number of animals can be produced in the short time period. So through this picture also we can revise the method, that is ovum pickup after superovulation. This is the separation of the egg, and then after this oocyte selection, then they are transported for the laboratory, then in vitro maturation, then in vitro fertilization, that is by the artificial insemination process. Here So here artificial fertilization takes place, then formation of embryo takes place, embryo in vitro culture, and these embryo they are transferred to the recipient cow. So this is multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology. Now next we will study dairy farm management. What is dairying? So dairying can be defined as the management of animals for milk and its products for human consumption. Dairy farm management involves the processes and systems that increase yield and improve quality of milk. So what are means that management points in the dairy farm? So dairy farming is directly related with the selection of good breeds having high yielding potential. Breeds should be familiar to the climatic condition of the area and resistant to the common diseases. So this will help them to survive in all the environment. Feeding of the cattle should be carried out scientifically, means special emphasis should be given on the quality and quantity of the food. So the dairy cattle should be given balanced the diet or food containing all nutrients in proper amount, and animal should be fed properly at regular intervals. Dairy animals must be given some additive foods also, like containing antibiotics, minerals and hormones. This improve the immune power and promote the growth of the animals. So these additive feeds facilitate good yield of milk. So this is the way of feeding, means this is the scientific way of feeding the cattle in the dairy farm. Now proper cleanliness and hygiene must be maintained. So it is required both of the cattle and the handlers also. So in dairies the proper cleaning and shelter for the cows and buffaloes is essential to obtain clean milk and also to prevent animals from infection of various diseases. And important measures are there, that regular brushing of the animals to remove dirt and loose hairs. Animals should be kept under the roofed sheds, so it protects them from rain, heat and cold. Floor of the cattle shed should have a slope to keep their sitting place dry and clean. Regular visits by a veterinary doctor should be mandatory, because animals suffering from a disease should be kept alone to prevent infection to other animals. So medical care should be given immediately to them. So all these are the points through which dairy farm management is done. So children, today we have studied the controlled breeding experiment, where in the first point we have studied artificial insemination, and the second that method is multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology. So we have studied how does these that methods help to get the improved variety of the animal, and then we have studied dairy farm management and the different points of the management. So you study it from the book also and ask your doubts.